Amen.
Oh,
my
yeah.
God. Whew, that was deep. So, I have another question for you. So,
Girl, this is a Q&A. Feel free.
everyone watching this, whether a man or a woman, oh, okay, so you've had this amazing encounter with God, and you go from who you used to be, and you change your name, and it's like everything has worked out, and even more, and you're about to graduate law school,
Yeah.
to have your own law firm. You're not just a lawyer for anyone, but you're a lawyer for Christ,
For
because
Christ.
you represent God in the church and outside of the church. So those people who are watching, what will you say to a mother who is single, a mother who is battling divorce, or what will you say to a mother who lost her husband, or maybe to a man who lost his wife? Because most of the time we think it's just us women that face challenges, but there are
struggles.
men that have their own demons that they fight. They have daily issues that they battle, because men withhold, men don't speak up. So society just think it's all about women. So
No.
what will you say to a man or a woman who is watching this, and they're watching your story, and they are like, wow, how can I be like her? How can I have the encounter that she had? Let me just go back to Moses Bliss, his wife. They had an event, and she spoke up, and she said every young woman is posting video doing her dance. She said, just because I did a dance and I met Moses, it doesn't mean that you will meet, Moses.
Yep.
She said you have to know
Unique
who
encounter.
is in the seat of your car, meaning your life. So for those who are watching, maybe they might say, wow, I want to be like her, because we all do that. We want to be like people. Like when we were talking, and I said, most of the time people don't see your story, they only see the glory. They don't know what you've been through and how you survive it, but they want to be where you
Yep.
are. So what will you tell people watching you?
So I'm going to start by saying everything in life is a process. Don't rush the process. If you need to weep, you need to mourn, you need to cry. Okay? What worked for me is that I discovered that man failed me, money failed, career failed, family failed, community failed. Everything I was holding on to failed. And that is when I took a decision. I decided that if everything visible that I can see, touch, feel, smell, if all of this failed me, why can't I switch into the invisibility and try it if truly there is a God? So my turning point was Jeremiah 33 verse 3. Call unto me, and I will answer you and show you great and mighty thing which you do not know. So I was trying to call on everything except God. I was trying to call on the career, married to a lawyer, very influential, trying to call on the money, trying to call on everything, but everything left within 6 months. So that's when I said, let me call on God. And this is the night I was contemplating suicide. And that was the last thing that came to my mind. I said, you know what? Let me try this God before I give up. Because everything, I was like a size 2. Yeah. I was like a size 2. I was this little. People said everything. Oh, maybe she's about to die of AIDS and stuff like that. Yeah. But let me tell you, if you're watching me and you're going through this process, just give God a try. You will be shocked and you'll be surprised how God can come in. And, honestly, when you read the Bible from the eyes of man and not from the eyes of the Spirit, You would think the Bible is a literature, it's a history book. But when you start reading the Bible with the eyes of the Spirit, when God intervened in my life and started turning things around, and now understood the meaning of when Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they were in the lake of fire. Everybody was watching and thinking they were burning. Even the people that set the fire up got burned and died. But they were in the fire, yet no burn, no smoke. But the whole world was like, oh my God, it's over for them. So people were watching me. Literally, there were people that were crying like, oh my God, so this pretty girl, this is all about her. They were just waiting to hear. I remember 2012, a news just broke out one night that I was dead. And fortunately, I was with one of my friends, and somebody had called them that Stella was dead.
Jesus.
Yeah, that is how everybody was expecting it. So, and the lady said, no, Stella is right here with me. Which of the Stellas? This was back then, I was in Maryland. She said, Stella is right here. The lady said, we just heard that she's gone. So think about stuff like that, right? Think about stuff like that. And everybody's waiting to just hear that it's over. But here comes God. And every day they are seeing something else. Every day they are seeing something else. You are happy. Some ask me, are you faking this? Are you faking it? Because we know what you're going through. I'm like, what am I going through? So I will tell you, give God a try. And what I think will help somebody watching me out there, please don't try religion, try relationship. Because religion burnt me out, religion judged me, religion criticized me, religion would say you are the problem. You know, when they caught the woman in the adultery, they brought her. Religion was stoned her to death. But relationship, Jesus, which is relationship, he said, no, if you have not sinned, then cast the first stone. And religion backed out, and relationship stood till tomorrow.
Amen.
I decided to go into a personal relationship with God through Jesus Christ, his son. I decided to practice a relationship just the way you're dating your husband, your wife, your fiance, I decided to bring it into all. So I got so confident in my relationship with Christ in a place that religion could not take me out. Because if it was just religion, I would have heard what the church folks were saying. People would not want to invite you. They know you are gifted. They know you are a minister. You can come to a program and you will pray and bless people. No, they don't want to associate with you because of what your story. Oh, she's not